Iniba, and you are watching Halo Halo, America's top entertainment and lifestyle show for Asian Pacific Americans. On today's serving of Halo Halo, we take you behind the scenes of the world premiere of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. There, we chat with the film's heartthrobs, Luke Evans, Orlando Bloom, and more. Also ahead, we have a couple of events happening this week, from the Asian Pacific American Holiday Toy Drive and Reception, plus a night of music. Singer Tanya Verona is here to tell us more and perform. But first, let's check out what's happening in Hollywood. Lady Gaga announces a new tour. John Mayer and Katy Perry reveal stunning couple portraits, and find out who the most searched celebrity of 2013 is. Let's check into today's Showbiz Buzz. Beyonce is the most searched celebrity on the internet. The 32-year-old pop star tops Bing's list of the most searched celebs of 2013. Beyonce has dethroned last year's #1 search star, Kim Kardashian. The reality star came in at #2 on the list after receiving the most clicks in 2012. With her recent engagement to Kanye West and the birth of daughter Northwest, it's no wonder the reality star has held strong. Rihanna rounds out the list at #3, moving up 1 spot from last year. Great news for Lady Gaga fans. The pop star has just announced a tour in North America starting next spring. The 27-year-old entertainer will kick off the Art Rave, the Art Pop Ball Tour, on May 4th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and conclude on July 21st in Los Angeles. The tour will start after Gaga's sold-out short residency in New York at the Roseland Ballroom. Tickets will go on sale on Monday. John Mayer and Katy Perry shouted out their love to the world when Mayer released his love song, Who You Love, featuring Perry this summer. Now, to commemorate the couple's studio collaboration, Mayer and Perry sat for the pair's first posed portraits by photographer Mario Sorrenti. The stunning black and white photos are being used for the Who You Love artwork. The single, as well as the complete Paradise Valley album, are currently available for purchase on iTunes. Here's an early Christmas present from the girls of Victoria's Secret. The models recently lip-synced to Taylor Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble in a sexy music video. Swift sang the song at the recent 2013 Victoria's Secret fashion show. Now, some of the Victoria's Secret angels are using it to promoting the show's upcoming December 10th air date on CBS. Models Lily Aldridge, Adriana Lima, and Candace Swanepoel are among models who can be seen playfully mouthing the lyrics. Harry Styles lived up to his last name. The 19-year-old One Direction singer won the coveted British Style Award at the 2013 British Fashion Awards in London on Monday. The award was decided entirely by public vote. The British Style Award recognizes an individual who most embodies the spirit of London and is an international ambassador for London as a leading creative fashion capital. 3-time British Style Award winner Alexa Chung presented the award to the pop star. Styles was nominated in the category alongside trendy former soccer player David Beckham, supermodel Kate Moss, and one of the most photographed women in the world, Kate Middleton. Georgia Rose, and her daddy was a dentist. Said I had to do. And from showbiz to our Garage Band segment, where we spotlight our very own APA talent. At this time, we feature 17-year-old Marina Lynn as she sings Christina Perri's Human.
I can dance and play the part if that's what you ask. Give you all I am. I can do it. I can do it. And I can do it.
Thank you, Marina. Marina. For more music by Marina, you can find her on YouTube. And if you have a video you'd like to share or know someone who does, send me an email, hallohallo@la18.tv or youtube.com/hallohallotv. Switching gears from music to movies, hobbits, dwarves, and elves hit the black carpet in Hollywood for the world premiere of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Cindy J. Lee takes us there.
Hey, I'm here at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood for the premiere of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Here on the black carpet, we've got Benedict Cumberbatch, Orlando Bloom, Martin Freeman, all here to celebrate director Peter Jackson's return to Middle-earth. Ooh, I'm so excited. Now let's get this Hobbit party started. Woo!
I started off as this big orc that wants to kill hobbits, and I'm still a big orc that wants to kill hobbits.
How has the whole Hobbit experience been like so far?
You know, it's a bigger thing than I can sort of, part of your brain kind of, it gets to that part of your brain and then it leaves that part of your brain, and you wake up sort of in cold sweats at night going, am I in The Hobbit? But it's look, I mean, Spartacus, which I shot in New Zealand, was such a huge success internationally, and at the end of the day, you know, Peter Jackson, you know, saw that I was doing well in that show, and I'm a New Zealand actor, and you know, he gave me a break.
Oh, phenomenal! I mean, it's a dream come true for me to come out to New Zealand and work on a movie with Peter Jackson and with such a illustrious cast. It was an extraordinary experience.
Oh, lots of action, yeah. Well, he's a sort of, his name gives a little bit of a clue, doesn't it? That he has a bow, a long bow, and he shoots that, and it's what it helps, you know. Well, I can't tell you what he does in the third movie, but no, he's a bit of an action man as well. He's always running around Lake Town. He's being chased constantly by somebody, or somebody wants to knock him out. So yeah, that's what he is.
So how does the Hobbit experience differ from other movies you've done?
Well, it's just because it took so long. I mean, that's one thing. And then I got to live in New Zealand for such a long period, and you just sort of switch off your life, and that's what you do there. You know, you just absorb New Zealand and everything it has to offer, and just embrace the Hobbit life, which was what we all did while we were there.
It's a lot bigger than anything I've ever done. The scale of it is pretty huge. This is all fairly intense. It's quite dramatically different than anything I've ever done before, except the first one.
How is the process like of creating or coming up with the concept of Smaug?
Well, the concept started with some ideas that Peter had and that John Howe drew, you know, on page, and then Weta Workshop made sculpts, little maquettes of it, and we looked at it and said, yeah, that looks great. He's going to be a cold dragon. And then Benedict recorded his voice, and then from that we put all these ideas together and said, okay, let's start animating him. Let's start having him talk. And you start with his personality, and then you work out from the personality and start to really put in like all the features that you need. Like, oh, he's not old enough. Let's give him some scars, and let's make his skin look old, and you know, let's rip him up and make it look like he's been in fights, and so you want to look at him and see like his whole life, you know, the first time you see his face. He kind of is in the Asian style, though, you know, the very long form of the dragon as opposed to the big kind of you know, stockier lizard that you see in the more traditional European dragon. So it was definitely a mix.
With Smaug, we wanted to keep it much more unpredictable, and so it's literally, we wanted somebody scary. It's like the Hannibal Lecter of the dragon world. And Benedict was just like, he's just got such a great voice, and he's got such a great sharp mind that he was able to contribute a huge amount.
Well, I hope the third one is going to be the best. You know, I hope it's going to be even better. I mean, I think there's a chance that this one might be better than the first one, and I hope the next one will be better than this. You know, I'd like to go out on a huge bang. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of New Zealand. I'm a bigger fan of Peter Jackson, and I'm excited to see the movie, which I haven't seen. And Pete gave me my start in my career, and I love and adore him, and to have the opportunity to go back to Wellington and work with him again and be in New Zealand was like, it doesn't get, you know, I had no idea that it would happen, so I was like, it was a great gift.
You know, I haven't been to very many premieres in my life. This reminds me a lot more of an awards ceremony. This is so much more like what my experiences have been on the Emmys or the Golden Globes or Cannes or something like that. So it sort of feels familiar, but not for a premiere. No, Lost was a fan craze phenomenon, and so I feel like this is old hat for me.
The song on the soundtrack is a song called I See Fire. It is written from the point of view of Thorin, and yeah, it's trying to be as true to the film as it can be. This is like, for me as a teenager growing up, seeing all the Lord of the Rings films and then seeing King Kong, and just like, yeah, but working with Peter Jackson's an amazing thing, but The Hobbit was the first book that I ever read, and to be able to create music for the film is pretty cool. And this is fun. This is fun.
Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
The Hobbit.
Because hobbits are awesome, and so are dwarves, elves, and, okay, even dragons too. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug opens nationwide on December 13th. From the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, I'm Cindy J. Lee for Hollow Hollow.
What is this place?
The Desolation of Smaug.
Destroy the dragon and take back your homeland.
Thank you so much, Cindy J. Lee. When we return, find out how you can party it up with food, drinks, entertainment, all while helping out some kids. More details when we return.